Hey, good morning. Oh boy, it was a little hard to get up this morning. My daughter, who cannot drive herself yet, she has her restricted license, but she has a job, and she had to work until 11:30 last night. And I'm an early riser, so anything really past 10 is all the same to me. It's like, it's all midnight, it's all too late. But I still woke up, I'm still here, I'm still doing it, and I never regret it. You know what? Even though it was like, oh, I gotta get dressed, I'm here, and I'm like, yay, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Let me show you how beautiful. I think we're gonna get to see the sun today. Well, it says it's already risen according to my little AccuWeather app 2 minutes ago. So we should start seeing it peak, but there may still be too many clouds. But it's a good day. It is Sunday in the middle of January 16th, for whenever you're watching this. And I love Sundays. That's a day that, at least in the Christian faith, that we set aside to go to church, to, reflect, be in fellowship together, sing, worship, all the things. And we're also in the middle of a pandemic right now, so a lot of us have learned to fellowship apart and in our own homes and online. Isn't this amazing? That even during such a time as this, that we have this technology that allows us to still be connected. Anyway, I am going to keep it very short today and just share an acronym with you, and that I use as a prayer, like a quick prayer. But I think, at least for me, it's a pretty powerful one. And you're welcome to use it and spread it around, share it. It's a big one, and you'll see why in a minute. And if you're not ready for it, maybe think about it, because when you ask for something, you just might get it. So it's the word. It's a phrase. It's 2 words. Live hugely. Hugely is the word that is also an acronym for the prayer that I do. Try to do it on a daily basis, multiple times a day, just to recenter me, reground me when I get too much in my own ego or humanness. I don't do it enough, I'll tell you that. But I think it's a good one, and I can't take credit for it. It's one of those things that just kind of came to me. I think would call it a spiritual download. Okay, so hugely. H, humble me. U, use me. G, guide me. E, every day. L, lead me. Y, your way. So isn't it interesting? In order to really live a huge life, it starts with being humble. I think that is the upside down way that Jesus came not only to teach, but he role modeled. And it doesn't make sense in our human ways, which is why we really need to tap into our Creator and try to, if God made sense, would he really be God? Think about it. I know we all try to I can't believe in something that I can't see, and I can't have faith in blah, because it just doesn't make sense. And do you really want a God that makes sense to you? Like somebody that created the heavens and not just the earth, but the universe, the stars. I did a sunset walk last night with the dogs, and it was beautiful, beautiful. Sunset's just as beautiful as sunrise. But even when you can see the moon and the stars, like we're a speck of nothing on a rock spinning through space. It doesn't make sense. So I'm going to cling to something that has stood the test of time and is the closest thing that we've got that's proven to be sort of a manual for life and an explanation. And he said we can't fully understand it all. Our minds would be blown. In Exodus, I'm reading all the details of building the tabernacle, and like they couldn't come in the presence of God because it was so glorious they would die. And only a few people up until the time of building this tabernacle and the Ark of the Covenant a few people that he selected and created situations could come into his presence without dying. So anyway, that's enough for today. So I would love to hear if, could you use some help being humble? I can't do it on my own. I'm not a humble person a lot of times. Ask my children and my husband and my sisters and my mama. Anyone that's in my closer inner circle will be like, humble? I don't think so. So something I'm working on. That's why I need to include it in my prayers all the time. I'm working on it, work in progress. So go live hugely today so you can be used and make a difference for the common good in this little planet, the earth that we live in, and in your community. Bye. Happy Sunday. This is always the awkward part where I gotta hit the finish button.